The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Let's have some fun. Let's understand, everybody wants the American dream. What's the American dream for you? Is it living on the hill, driving the car of your dreams, and if somebody sues you, they get diddly squat? Probably true, right? So my name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. I want you to pay attention. Go get a tablet and pen. I'm going to show you how I got to the million to billion. Is that okay? They called me the godfather of credit. Got that nickname on KNX radio years ago. Been on there about 48 years, so we get to play. So there's no pictures, there's no recording. Why? I need you to put it here, please. I'm sorry you go online and you hear all this blah, 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 and tickety talk and Google and YouTube, because a lot of it's not true. Me, I'll just show you how I got millions and billions. Is it okay? Now, I'm online 6 days a week, so you can pop in and out and ask questions too. It's kind of fun. Now we do this, let's understand, rags to riches, that's me. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me, so I got to be with Mrs. Hope, Mrs. Rich and famous Hope family that used and abused me too. So today, your journey can begin with me if you want. I want you to write down today's date, and let's go chase the dream. Now, you're going to have to look behind the curtain. I'm sorry. Don't take anything I say personally. I'm going to be very blunt in a lot of ways. So if you promise to stick around, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Now, some people don't like that as well. Now, when you look behind the curtain, it's very simple. You got to quit falling like ducks and sheep. When I was a little boy, because I write with both hands, talk at the same time, all right, they basically said I was stupid, I was retarded. But I have an IQ of 203 with total recall on most things. Then they go, what? So I kind of freaked them out. Let's freak you out too. Let's have some fun. Now, here's what we got to do. Every one of you, sorry to say, you follow like ducks and sheep to start your credit report. You listen to your friends and your family. Now, I'm going to tell you the real rules today, and you kind of took 3 years to figure it out, and the bottom line, you didn't get it right anyway. See, half of you, not 80%, have bad credit. So what are you going to do? So let's take our credit cards out of our purse and our wallet. Let's put a sticky in the back of the card. Let's write down the limit of the card. Let's put 25% maintained forever and never go past 29%. Is that okay? I'm going to show you exactly how I set up the rules and tools when I trained Kenny Orborough. He was security chief of TRW. Years ago, they became Asperian. Just remember TRW stood reports wrong. That report's wrong. Thomas, Woolridge, and Woolridge. It means bicycle parts, and they became Asperian. So this stuff here you keep doing, I'm going to crash. Has to stop. These cards represent 100,000. So that means if I use 29% rule, I have $71,000 of credit in case blank hits the fan, loss of job, or pandemic. You see, why would anybody ever bring the pain home? I want you to create a line of defense. Can you write it down, please? Now, as we play, now let's understand, here's a corporation. It's literally Chapter 18. Now, I'm not here to give you legal accounting advice. I want to show you what you can find on public record. A corporation is a legal person. It's right there in front of you. It may sue or be sued. You're right. So you follow along? And then we have Professional Business Code 17900A3. Now, I heard this when I was 7.5, being used and abused. So what am I going to do? I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. I walked in and go, "Ma'am, what does this mean?" She walked away rudely. She didn't say a word. I thought she's not coming back. She came back. She said, "Here's a marker piece. Here's a book." She was a bee. Oh, my goodness. I read the book. You see, you've been looking for a blueprint all your life. Every one of you. A blueprint, step by step. If you knew exactly what to do, you'll follow through. The biggest problem, most of you, you've been listening to the wrong people. Now, I'll be online 6 days a week, and I'll coach you if you allow me to. So let's understand. I went back for 2 years to the Torrance Police Department next to the library, and I created a blueprint for me. Okay? I sent away my money order to the Secretary of State of California. There's a little money order. Okay. I want to see if it would come back. It came back. You know what's really weird? I got credit cards in the mail. All right, $100,000. I'm 9.5 years old at the time. And I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. Got it? I got named in the movie Dave. People didn't use their Social Security card to get credit back in the 70s and 80s. All right, just came in the mail. So let's play. Now, all of a sudden, everything's going good, and I set up the Orange County Blind Center. I set up Teach Our Children and became DARE. So what do we do next? I got sued, named in a lawsuit at 12.5 years old. I used the word Braille institution. I used the word Braille. I didn't know that was basically a problem because it's a trade name, trademark, and copyright. Kind of like when you use Velcro. You use that, right? No, you actually don't. You use hook and loop. Velcro is a company in El Segundo, California. Oh, you blow your nose on Kleenex? No, you don't. It's tissue. See, I had to learn all these things, and I went to court. I had to master that too, and I got scared. What are we going to do when they sue the corp? They sue me. Well, that kind of sucks. So if you got a corporation today, don't worry. When they sue your corporation, they see your name on Secretary of State's website, they're going to sue you. You're going to fight for everything you got. By the way, they're probably going to win. You're going to run out of money too. So what's going to happen is I want you to understand the word division process. Write it down. I created this in 85 and 86. It's the only way I could come up with a way not to bring the pain to the corporation and my family. Kind of like you did to you. And you got to stop that right away. The next thing is they always told me I rhyme all the time. I don't try. All right, both sides of the coin go, nah. So I'm sorry. I'm going to rhyme most of the time and I can't stop it. So you got to deal with it. The goal is never to bring the pain home. Because why would I be stupid to bring the pain home? So let's understand. A corporation with divisions, you get to manage the divisions, each entity under the same corporation. It's kind of like the banks and the grocery stores in the cities that file bankruptcy. Bank of America's bankrupt 5,000 locations, and they got a tax credit. And while you go home and go, boo-hoo-hoo, well, that's got to stop today. Now, put all your ducks in a row and basically don't put our eggs in one basket. Well, they said it as a kid, and I kept asking, what does that mean? They couldn't answer the question, so I had to create something for them. I gave them the solution. Is that okay? So let's understand something. Your corporation, if you have one, or I get you one, will be on the Secretary of State's website. When they sue the corp, they're going to sue you. Isn't that fun? The bottom line is that's just the way it works. Now the ultimate goal. So let's put our ducks in a row. What does that mean? Because they said it to me. They couldn't answer the question. I said it's a corporation, 3 divisions, and $1 million of credit. And never bring the pain home. Is that okay if you listen today? Now, I got a foolproof program, foolproof. You can't even screw it up unless you don't follow through. But that's up to you. All right. I like rich and famous clients. You ever heard of Arnold before? All right. Superman for Gold's Gym. College professor, Biola University. People in homeless living in his car for 3 years. New corp, new house, new car. Wow. I call that the Ray 360. Now, here's $1.6 million for Giovanni, worked at Pixar at the time. Little Karen delivered pizza in Long Beach. I said, stage of the workshops. She got millions in properties under the corporation, too. She's got her videos on YouTube, more than 1.2 million in 9 months. So I even help people coming out of prison. Can you imagine? Here's Free Ray, Ricky, Dickie Ross. Get him gold and platinum cards up to $1 million. Why not? Thomas, what did we get to do? Came out of prison after 26 years. Within 8 months, I got him his first dump truck because he wanted to make millions of dollars in the dump truck business. Okay. So guess what? Now we got to go back to basics. You have a problem. You don't understand SSN, which is the SS5 form, and the SS4 enough. Let's give you some basics. So we have our president based in 1934, January 30th, 1934. All right, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Our president confiscated all the gold. They call it the Gold Reserve Act. And you know what they did? They call it Fort Knox too. So if you got your Social Security card before Nixon took the gold standard out, you got it yourself, which means at 14 to usually 16 years old. All of a sudden, Nixon takes the gold standard out. In August 1971, every woman at the hospital within 2 hours of delivering a baby going, she's been handed the SSN form. She was handed the SS5 form for the SSN so they can track the baby, bond the baby, and all the income the rest of their life. So that's how it works. So the biggest problem we got with all of you, you didn't understand how it works, how to play. Biggest mistake you made too. Let's understand. An SS5 form equals SSN Social Security card. That creates a 1040 tax return. Without it, you can't file the taxes. Isn't that fun? So we the people, oh goody, we the people. We get an SSN, it's called tax, and probate till you're dead. Then they reach in the ground and take that too. Now, if we listen carefully, your Bank of America, your Chase, U.S. Bank, and cities and grocery stores, they have branch numbers. That means they have separate tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. Credit reports too. So if we master the rules, understand, you're going to learn more than your CPA and attorney know. All right, you're going to challenge them too, because they've been basically what, just milking their retainer. So let's understand, legal name of entity. That's right there, or individual person. If you allow me to put your name there, I can set up an Experian, Transit, and Equifax credit report for you instantly. Not the 3 years you screwed it up, you have to learn things today anyway. So let's understand, SS5 form equals SSN equals 1040 tax return. The SS4 equals 1120 tax return, and it's known as the tax ID. So if we learn to play the game, we get to win. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. So you don't have to bring the pain home. You get your second chance because you screwed up, didn't pay attention, because you've been falling like ducks and sheep. Sorry to say, it's probably true. So we get to play today. Now, I get all these people sometimes, I call them dummies. They don't file tax returns, they don't pay tax, and they want to fight the system. Talk about stupid. You can't play peekaboo the IRS making a mess. Let's go to prison. Get the hell out of the way. Now, I want you to write down irs.gov. Write down 1244. Did you know you can file your tax return jointly and almost pay no tax ever again under the corporate structure? Simple. See, the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things, and you're not stupid. So why do we want corporate credit? Simple. Personal credit, you jacked it up, you got stuck, you can't get any more, and you can't write out diddly squat. That's called stupid, and you're not stupid. If we get corporate credit, hell, it's all a write-up. It's under the tax ID. I think it's like free damn money, as long as you maintain the payment. So not hurting my family. Isn't that the goal? The next thing is divisions give you the line of defense. And you can build your legacy for your family. What a concept too. The United States of America Incorporated. Well, they got 50 corporations. They call them states. States got corporations called cities. They invented what, Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. And they bankrupt 11 cities in front of you. And all you're doing is going, that's all, folks. That's got to stop. You see, we the people, corporation's a legal person, and you got to stop bringing the damn pain home. Is that okay with you? I created a division process, me, because I don't want to make the same mistake you make, and I want a second chance in case I screw up too. Is that okay with you? We could play, but again, you got to learn about division process. So here's what I want you to do. Can you write down division of me? Not me, you. If you wrote down you, it'd mean me. which I want you to make write down me, which means you. Got it? So let's think. If we're going to use our brains and get past go, we have to look at that form one more time. Allow me to put your name, your corporation, your division, or your subsidiary under that corporation, because I'm going to give you a line of defense. See, if you don't have a line of defense, it's okay. The corporation gets sued, they sue you, they screw you up. Then you're a duck, you're a sheep. Now let's understand what I did. It's very simple. Here's one of the Lamborghinis in the collection, okay? It's $1 million. If I go get the Lamborghini personally, and I pay that $6,800 a month, oh goody, but I can't write out diddly squat. And if I can't pay the bill, the creditor takes it away, and then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now I have a credit problem, or it's now I have shitty credit, and I have an IRS problem. It's really double shitty too. Here's what I did. You buy it under the corporation, then what happens when they sue the corp? They still sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. So I did it my way. Is that okay if you do it my way? I set up division process. I got the Lamborghini as a division, and I showed you SSN versus SS4. Is that correct? I guaranteed it as SS4. So what do I get to do if something goes wrong? I get to do the 3-step I invented for myself. Can you write it down, please? I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Wow, I can put it over here. And I can maintain my corp and my other pieces and other divisions, like your banks, Bank of America, Chase, all right, your grocery stores in your cities too. Now, if I can't save it within 6 months, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it under the Federal Protection Act. Say, go away. You keep bringing the pain home to you and your family. Doesn't that suck? I don't understand. Nobody's stupid. Why do they do stupid things? When you sign the lease of a building, it's a division. All right, you sign the lease as a division, and you guarantee it's division 2. In case you got to grow your business or you can't make it work. In houses too. Now, here's the thing. When you look on Tickety Talk, Google, and YouTube, fantastic. There's this one dummy says, you need an LLC. It pays for everything. Talk about a bunch of crap. I don't pay. It's like, I've seen so much bull crap in my life. Oh, this is how rich and famous people do the LLC. I brought in 2.6 billion at 26 corporate structure. That's called BS. Okay? You see, understand the IRS doesn't give a damn what you incorporate, because any money coming to the SS4 is not taxable till you're profitable. So in the beginning, who gives a damn what type of corporation? Oh, your kid's going to work here and you're going to get a tax credit. You haven't made any damn money yet. Now, the next thing we have to do is look at the Fair Lending Act. Yes, why? This $1 million card, I can get 99 sisters. How many would you like? Again, you get to learn to play if you're serious about it, starting today. So what do we get to do? Let's show you the Lamborghini one more time. All through SS4. That's what we got to do. If I can't take care of it, can't pay the $6,800 a month, what am I going to do? 3-step. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save it, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it and go get another one. I don't have any intent to do fraud. It's not my fault you only chose SSN. You chose 1, which is a lonely number. You feel kind of silly now? So that way you can maintain, never be stressed out, and you can maintain your 715 above. Is that okay? But again, you can listen and learn from me if you want. So me, division, guarantee card, house, franchise. The ultimate goal is to stop bringing the pain home. Isn't that true? So again, corporate umbrella. Got it? A corporation's a legal what? Person. Anything below the umbrella is a legal person too. Divisions are the ducks and the sheep with no intent to do fraud. But I want to protect the corporation and my family. Don't you want to protect yours too? So let's understand today. You go to Secretary of State's website, please. And I want you to find your corp if you have one. Then you're going to find your name as the incorporator and the officers too. And if you use your home address, it's 87%. That's all, folks. 87% due. That's called stupid. I want you to change the address to a mailbox, etc., please, because you're not stupid. What you did was stupid. So we're going to put our ducks in a row that I had to teach the grown-ups when I was a kid. They sue the corp. They sue you. Doesn't that suck? Makes you a dog. How about division process, line of defense? We're going to do it my way. Is that okay? 2 entities per. We get to play. So again, no intent to do fraud. What happens if a division screws up? We get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. So if you have a corp, I'll build $1 million to that, or build a new one for you too. I'd like to get you a $100,000 card. Is that okay? Then I'd like to ask you if you like 9 sisters. Would that be okay? I get you $1 million of credit. All right, maybe 10 million. How many would you like? The goal is not to bring the pain home. Never. So what do we have to do? Corporate credit's a write-out, personal credit's not. Ultimate goal. So here's what happens in life, okay? People around you, I'm sorry, you got ripped off by a friend and family member. I mean, I would just be used as abused as a kid. And I wanted to have friggin' hell. So here's a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini. Here's one of the $5 million mansions I obtained too, and $1 million race boat. I obtained these. Why haven't you? You watch people come to our country and take and make millions and billions. Isn't it time you get off your assets and go get it too? You're entitled to it. I don't understand. Why are you sitting there going, that's all, folks? That stuff's got to stop. I got to get you the first 100,000. Then I got to get you to $1 million. You got one source online 6 days a week. All right. And I'm going to teach you never to bring the pain home. Is that okay? I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Let me know. Would you like to be the next corporate millionaire? That would be the ultimate goal too. So here's what we're going to do. There's a $1 million, $5 million mansion. Just one of the ones I obtained. That's my pool table. There's the yachts. There's some of the race boats too. Wow. What's your goal today? Write it down. Let's go get it. First thing you got to do is you're going to set up a goal. You're going to write your goal list and your steps, because that's what you got to do. A goal list is just a list of index. Next, you have to figure out how many working days are left of the year, and you don't even know. Did you know in your last month of the second quarter, your third quarter is beginning in a week? You got to know your numbers. You understand this? So if you're in the video conferencing and the basically 6 months program this Saturday, it's over. Bye-bye. Oh, glad I'm going to help you. But again, if you want me to play some more, you let me know. It's simple. So here's the offer. Level 1, 2, 3 special classes in video conferencing. This is going to give somebody the rest of the year. The rest of the year is $4,999. From there, if all they want is video conferencing, so some people just want that, it's simple. It is $2,999. That's the end of the year too. Now, if all you want is the workshops and specialty classes, all right, you can get the rest of the year for $29.99. $3,000. There you go. You get it through me because the office doesn't offer these pieces. Only I do. If you want some private blueprinting call, let me know. 1 call, 3, 7, maybe you want 26 calls the rest of the year. Up to you. There's your Zelle. Make sure you take a picture, please. Cheese. Ray Reynolds recipient. Ray at raisecredit.com. That's how you Zelle. You write down RW and you Zelle, which you Zelle for too. So my schedule is very simple. I've been in person or online for 45 years to help people like you get to million to billion. I like that. Isn't that fun? Now, I need you to write down credit, loan, and money. Can you write it down, please? I want you to think, and everything under the corporation's tax ID, credit above $10,000 doesn't usually show up on personal reports. Got it? So this means if I take a Wells Fargo $100,000 card and I just take it all off, all I can do is maintain the payment. I take the $100,000 and put it back in Wells Fargo. Write down reference 3 times 5. Reference 3 times 5. I can get up to $1.5 million in a line of credit. Got it? Now, we're going to use borrow money to do a business and pay it back as borrow money because borrow money is not taxable. So we're going to get a franchise. We're going to get an apartment complex, and then you can have a management company manage it for you. And you can have up to 38 to 41% cash flow coming in forever. I like ever. The biggest thing you have to understand, the faster you get to the 100,000, the faster you get to financial freedom. Your goal, and I'm going to tell you your goal, and I'm going to tell you what to do while I do the work for you anyway. Your goal is $10,000 to $50,000 positive cash flow per month to a corporation, not you, a corporation. All right, understand. Now, you might even think about Section 8 properties, which would be kind of fun. You have 14 states, you can get a property for $45,000. Our goal is not to get rich. Our goal is to get cash flow and free up your time. That's in my book 45 years ago on page 6, second paragraph. Someone else tried to steal it. They do use it too. Kind of sucks. Copycats. When I came out of the coma, there were 9 people saying they're Ray Reynolds. It's like the real one, please stand up. So if we got the properties under Section 8, the mortgage is getting paid automatically. You get the money to pay the mortgage. See, the property goes up in value. As it goes up, then based on the percentage you get to charge on the Section 8s, you're creating cash flow. Maybe one for 250 or 500,000. So if you're going to leave a legacy, which you didn't get one at all, most people get diddly squat because the generations have to learn how to play. What you build today, you're going to leave to the irrevocable trust, and you're going to take care of your family in the next 10 generations. You got it? All right, we're going to take that 1%ers and make it 97%ers. We're going to do it my way. Residual income. By the way, that's a legacy of 10,000 to 50,000 a month in most cases. Is that all right? So here's what happens. I want you to think about Amazon. They have a great program. If you want to buy wholesale and supplies and vendor stuff, you can literally have Amazon. You can be the distributor for a division. So when you sell the product through your website, they go to Amazon to buy it. Now you just the broker of the idea. You get the money, and they charge you in 45 days. Would you like to make $1 million a year just brokering crap and whatever you want? It's easy, but that's up to you too. So I got this boot camp coming up on the 30th of this month, 1st and 2nd. Our goal is everyone has a theme. This one is planning to die and leave the legacy. We're still going to go through the 18 books and CDs that I wrote too, even how to become the bank. So we get to play. So what I'd like you to do today is stop for 5 minutes, wherever you're at, in the bathroom, look in the mirror, 5 minutes. Time it. Tell your phone, set the timer in 5 minutes. Now, I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to ask yourself one question. Okay, what did you do yesterday to get your first million? I'm sorry, most people are lazy. They get up and they crawl out of bed, which is ridiculous. So what you need to do tomorrow is get up an hour or 2 earlier. You need to focus on your dream. Got it? I'm up every day at 2:25. Okay? I need 3 to 4 hours sleep. That's just me. So let's understand. All right. Do you have, let's make this checklist. Let's write it down. Come on. Do you have the repo list for cars, boats, houses, apartment complex, duplex, probate, divorce list? How about we do the wholesale brokering products and supplies to Amazon? Do you have the list? Have you done your homework? The corporation should have $1 million of cash credit, every division too. Then checkbook money, and then supply and vendor credit. See, this gives you $1 million to $5 million of credit. By the time you work and you turn around and you work your tail off, you have about a $10 million company. Now, the biggest problem you have is you. You are your biggest problem. It's a mindset too. Don't think, just do, please. So as we do this, I want you to think about expos. Go to everyone you can, franchise, all right, shows, and even look into the hedge funds. Your goal is to go to that boot camp and learn how to play. 40% of them that go all their time too. Again and again, they like every theme. So here's a program. If you want the ultimate package, it's called Private Calls with Me for 30 days. You're getting the boot camp. You're getting 90 days of level 1, 2, and 3, all right, and 9 divisions. And what happens here during this broadcast with me, you get a little bit of discount. So you might want to take a picture and go click, but it's only good during this broadcast. So if you want $10,000 of bonus credit and you want all the goodies, there you go, it's $19.99. You want basically 500,000, it's 15,000. It's usually 50,000 bucks, 10%. You get all the goodies too. There's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. So as we play, I like goodies. Do you like goodies yet? Mansions in the harbor, race boats, yachts, helicopters, U-Docks. We get to have all the goodies, which is just probably 5% of things I've obtained. Now, I reach all my goals, okay? If I don't reach my goal, I don't sleep, and I am possessed until I get it. But me, I wanted out of hell. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. So here's me, 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on the planet. And every time I listen to some dummy going, white men can't jump. Are they just stupid? I was kicking the door jam at 10. I used to kick the basketball hoop. Do you understand the hoop? It's not possible. Hell, I've been the impossible since the day I was born. I kick out the lights at 9 too. So you can reach your goals if you follow through. But it's like me, my first car was a Quintas Lamborghini. I bought it from an auction. I was 14 and a half. What did you get as your first car? I was driving it to West Coast College. I didn't go to high school. They'd be wasting my time. You could play. So I don't hear the word no. No to me means you don't know what you're doing. So just thank you. Have a nice day. Get the hell out of my way. I'm going to do it anyway. I'll find a way. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. And men or women aren't stupid. They just do stupid things. Now, I'm the #1 coach worldwide for the last 30 plus years. You might want to pay attention, that 1,000 steps, and get to the certified CFO. Now, here it is, the Ray Reynolds University, 2009, doing $1 million a day. I'm going to leave about $10 million to this so my children can control it and not own anything. Now, what did you get as a legacy from your family? I'm sorry, it's probably a big fat 0. Maybe you got the debt. That kind of sucks. How about we change the world and all of your lives and everybody you know, and I change them literally and show you how to leave a legacy the right way. Is that okay? Help me change the world for you and your family and everybody around you, because your legacy probably sucks. So what do we get to do? The corporation and the divisions, $1 million. The next thing is a corporation can live forever. You cannot. The next thing is we have to understand, all right, you're going to die. We're all going to die. We don't know when. Let's enjoy the day. So that's going to be your legacy. And now you're going to write down UCC1, UCC1. You're going to write down irrevocable trust. Okay, write it down, because I want to change the world and I want to change it and have you help me change it too. UCC1, United Commercial Code 1. Go everything in your house, your office, write it all down on a list, turn it to a note, call it a chattel mortgage, and borrow against it. You can borrow against your own shit. Isn't that fun? Then you can actually list it to an irrevocable trust. So when you're dead, who controls the trust controls the goodies. Is that okay? So bottom line is, who's going to get all your goodies? Who's going to get the goodies? Irrevocable trust. And then whoever controls the trust controls the goodies. But again, I like building credit for people. It's fun. Getting them up to 10 times more they invest with me, because they've been ripped off by so many people in the past anyway. So let's rebuild them. So here's your corporation. Draw that, please. Corp, divisions. Now, your Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations. Branch number, tax ID. They got a tax credit. While you sit there going, beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks. You're basically Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. So branch numbers, we're going to do division process I invented, okay? We're going to understand Wells Fargo, all right, Sam's Club, Geico, cities, they play in front of you and you just sit there going, beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks. That stops today. You're going to get aggressive and get off your assets. We're going to drag you up the hill. Is that okay? Stop bringing the damn pain home. Next thing is you become a certified CFO. And you reprogram your brain domain or status. So understand, I started my blueprint. I was 9.5 at the Torrance Police Department next door library. I call my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it, okay? Makes sense, doesn't it? See, I love people. I'm praying for God to open the door. Unless you walk to the door, how's he going to open it? You got to do your part. We got to do our best, and God does the rest. Amen to that too. Don't you get it? Sitting there going, beep, 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 that don't do any good. So let's understand. My thought of the week is very simple. Now that you're getting tools, it's time to literally see it, believe it, go get it. That's all you got to do. I don't get it. I don't understand your thinking, but you got to realize one thing. I need to rebuild your life like Humpty Dumpty. Hey, I guarantee you're all screwed up. I guarantee I'll get you past go if you pay attention. So let's draw this diagram again. Corporation manages entities. The entities are the ducks, so you stop bringing the pain home. All right, I came up with a solution for not bringing the pain for the whole world. Put your ducks in a row and let me repackage you into the same corporation. Is that okay? It's up to you. Now my new TV show next year is coming along. January, I'm going to be in Dublin, Ireland at our castle. So understand. All right, my 6 days a week or countdown is over. It's starting now. So we got a choice. The choice is very simple. So my countdown is here. All right, literally So the countdown to no longer get Ray. Here's rich and famous people too. We get to play. Now let's understand something today. What did you do for you? You sit at your kitchen table, and that's nice, with your friends and family. And the bottom line is, all right, you have to understand, all right, for you, you sit with your friends and family, and what did they say to do? We're going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody. Then I hope somebody had the brains enough to say, what if something goes wrong? Well, what did you do? You hawked the cards, you jacked them up, you got stuck, you can't get past go, you can't ride up diddly squat. Then you hawked your house and your family. I don't understand stupid. You're not stupid. Did you do something stupid like that? Yes or no? It's time to basically do my way. Because your way, look at your age. Come on. I mean, look at how old you are. Look at your past, your present, your future. The past is a roller coaster of faith and persistence. What do you do between now and the rest of your life? That's all, folks? No. We're going to write down today's date, project 90 working days. We're going to see it, believe it, go get it. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. I even had a system that I wrote Millionaires Founders Kit. So here's 12 books and CDs. The full blueprint. Yeah, dude. I sold it at the Bonaventure. 5,000 a set for 32 years. So you're going to get a free set today. All 12 books and CDs if you want. You have to sell 99 bucks. It handles shipping and handling. That's what you get to do. All right. That's why you get it for free. It's a Zell, now. Don't do it now. Forget it. Put RW, what you sell for. And if you want us to ship it, put your address too. Is that okay? From there, my new system coming out is nice. It's in one book. It has inserts and DVD. And basically what it does is memory cards too. So let's understand. Now that's 2,000 bucks. All right. Now starting a business. Oh my goodness. You're trying to start a business or you have one. Your friends, your family, the employees around you, you don't know if they're going to push you off the cliff, how they're going to catch you. You're going to fall off and die. That's just running a business. Now, what I do is very simple. Ever since I was 2.5 years old, I get up at 2:25 every morning. I've tried to break the habit. Believe me, I tried to break it. I had to get up at 2:25 at 2.5 years old because if not at 2:30, the abuser would get me. And hell, I don't want to go through that shit. So this morning I got up and I got to my knees and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror and put myself in check. I mean, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy and a family. I got the bullshit life as a kid, all right, trying to just get out of hell. So what am I going to do? Feel sorry for myself, play the little violin? Hell no, I'm going to get aggressive as you can be. I learned to read at 2.5 years old, by the way. So your problem, probably you listen to your friends and family. I think they cloud your direction. I think it should be see it, believe it, go get it. Now, let me explain something. In 2009, worth billions of dollars, helping people 6 days a week. Kind of fun. Wife wants to take out one of my 3 yachts in the backyard. I got 3. Small, medium, and large. Wow, why not? So we took a group of people to watch the fireworks. That sounds like fun. The next day, I'm in a damn coma. I get to die. Well, that sucks. It ruined my whole day. I get to be in another place, but I hear what's going on in the room. My tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. That sucks. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. And I said, go back, please. You see, I'm God's example. Can you pay attention? All right, I had to move 24 times. By the time I'm 11 and a half years old, I got to go to school in Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, and all the good areas. You had to learn to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. That's just me. I've been shot twice, knife 6 times. So you got no excuses now because I've been through more than you have. And I still got to million to billion. Corporate structure. We get to play. But I'm God's example for you today. We get to play. Now, I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I got to get you past go because I think you're stuck. How about I show you some Lamborghinis I've tamed? How about a Duffy and a mansion? How about the white men do jumping? Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. How about race boats in the backyard? Helicopters, U-Dogs, yachts. How about some Ferraris too? I call it Ray's Rules. Is that okay? Would you like some Ray's Rules too? But again, you can learn to play. And don't forget, I started my blueprint at 9.5 years old. See it, believe it, go get it. There you go. Now, credit repair. I mean, come on. People can't be that stupid to hire a credit repair company, which is fraud. There's no magic wand. Come on. And the Federal Trade says they can't collect money up front. You can check that today. So let's see what you can do for yourself too. Why don't you Google Section 611? Now, if you got an open collection account, remember, you can't rip off your creditor. You can't be a crook. You got to man up and woman up and negotiate your debt. Simple. You want a 750? There's only 3 things you need to do. Can you pay attention? Simple. We negotiate any open collection account. Okay. From there, all cards but 2 will be at 25, 29% because I said so. Got it? You're going to do what I tell you to do. And then you're going to let me do a rapid refresh for you. I created and invented a rapid scoring, rapid refresh 39 years ago when I'm training with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes. It's fun. This will get you a 750 score. So all of a sudden you can sit there going, beep, 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 or you can be a CFO for a corporate divisions. But I call that the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. People aren't stupid. They just do a lot of shit. So first 25 steps today. Credit Karma, Intuit, Credit Karma. Why? Because they bought it December 3rd, 2020. There's no fund in them to help you. The goal is to make money. So if you let me analyze you, I can tell you exactly what I need you to do on your part while I rebuild your life. Is that okay? I will call your case number in rotation on a Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. Here's the application that you or mommy never paid attention to. It's the one to get a Social Security card. So name at birth, full name at birth, other names you want to use on the card, other names you use. Now understand something, The SS5 equals an SSN equals 1040 tax return. Again, people got credit cards in the 70s and 80s without applying for credit, all right, with their Social Security number. Let's take your Social Security card out of your wallet and purse right now, please. Right now, now. You read it this time front and back. Pay attention this time, please. It'll say do not laminate, don't carry with you, no use for ID purposes. And it says property or trust administration, not you. You got this for one reason, to create a 1040 tax return. That's the only reason you got it in the first place, is to track your income. That's step 2. Next, when you got your first job years ago, you thought the company you worked for ripped you off until they pointed out the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. See, we all work for them too. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. You see, a corporation's a legal person, and we, the people, this is where we have to understand. If you're going to play a game, play to win. Do you play to lose or something? I don't get it. So with irs.gov, we file one tax return, and we almost never pay tax again. Is that okay? So you got one SSN, all ducks and sheep. Corporation has one tax ID. Now you're a duck and a sheep. And what do you have to do? When they sue the corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. So if you do the division process I invented in 85, 86, you don't bring the pain to the corporate or your family ever again. Because that'd be stupid, because I gave you the answers. You understand? SSN, I got to make you a qualified CFO for the corporate divisions. At the same time, I want you to master an SS4. I want you to choose wisely from now on. I want you to be a double CFO. Put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Is that okay? If you pay attention to me today. So here it is. There's that form. In the corner, pay attention because I blew it up because I tried to hide it. It says SS5. SS5? So the IRS is behind this the whole time? Yeah, dude. Let's compare it to the SS4. Line 1 again, entity or individual person. Corporation, banks, grocery stores and cities and divisions and subsidiaries too. Now, I want you to pay attention. I want you to become a certified CFO. And I want you to dissect that form and not just say, I'm going to tax ID, Ray. You're going to learn daily squat. Pay attention. It says on that form, banking and credit purposes. One per entity. You didn't give yourself a chance to even win. Okay? You gave you a chance to lose, and that sucks too. Buffer tax means corporate don't pay the tax till we're profitable. That's why we don't give a damn what type of corporate setup in the beginning anyway. Corporate credit's all a write-off. Fleet price on a car, free buffet at the hotel. Now the divisions are your line of defense. Screw up one, get another one. Don't have the intent to do fraud. From there, they're cheap, multiple functions. Bottom line is buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports in real estate is flippity dippity do, and you separate liability too. Divisions are your line of defense. You got it? So we're going to build a corporate umbrella. You're going to manage the entities with credit reports, and you're going to finance everything under the business, and you're going to write it all off. Is that okay? Now, I'm going to guarantee everything I say I can do 100%, but you have to follow through and do what I tell you to do. First of all, you don't violate. That means you don't jack up credit cards. You don't apply for credit during the program because I'm adding history for you, corporate division, everything else. So again, if you screw this up, I pay the first rapid for my clients, then I charge you a fee or close your case. I didn't ask you to screw it up. So again, all right, please negotiate open collection account. Past can't chase future. IRS problem, you look at the form called 656, 433A and B. There is truly a solution for every problem you might have today. So the goal is very simple. As we play, there's that 750 waiting for you. If you let me analyze your credit, all right, do a rapid refresh, push your scores up, create green lights on the bottom, you'll have up to 750, not more. Everybody else does exactly what I say to do. They end up with a 750 plus score. Everyone 100%. Here's a lady, no bad credit, just jacked up because she was told by her CPA and attorney, only use half your cards. That's called stupid. No green lights. She maintains a 651. I got her to a 790. Again, there's green lights now. Build $1 million of credit. Here's a worst case of bankruptcy. Got no credit. Hell, he would have talked to me before the bankruptcy. He never had to file in the first place. But that's because he didn't listen, didn't talk to me first. Here's $500 card, unsecured. Here's someone with 11 collection accounts. It's all shitty credit. But here's $3,000 unsecured so you can help balance your debt. Is that okay? If you let me rebuild you today, you go to class on Saturday, after 10 classes on Saturday, our target's is $750. We're going to charge you $999. We're going to give you a credit card for $1,000 back, unsecured, so you can have some credit to the new file as you build it up too. And the reality is it reimburses you. Now, during this broadcast, I'll discount it half price for you. And it makes it $499. And you get a $500 card. Is that okay? That's all you got to do. So click, remember, Zelle. Put RW in your Zelle. All right, it's the only way you get the discount today. So understand something today. Very simple. You refer people, I will literally do what for you? I'll build you more credit. I'll sell you back 10% for what the referral paid for. But they have to say your name when they sign up. If they don't, they blew it for you. If you want to email me their name and phone number, have someone call them right away. That way you get credit for it too. Ultimate goal, I need you to do yourself a favor, please. I need you to understand you're a voter probably like me. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. Okay, literally. You got a credit card, you got a cable bill, you basically what? All right, simple. You got a corporation. We are sold on the mailing list because we don't stop it. Okay, call the number 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. Ultimate goal. All right, step 4. As we play today, it's very simple. As we do this, let's understand something. Okay, plan the problem. See, you've been ripped off by your friend and family member. Sorry, it's true. From there, you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. We're going to take the credit cards again, sticky on the back. We're going to maintain 25% always, never past 29%. So you create your line of defense. Okay, all dashboards the way I designed it years ago for Yarborough, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got it? So if we do what I say to do, you'll actually balance your credit score to 750 and above. Then you're going to say, Ray, I got an emergency. Then I'm going to say, stop this crap right here. It's like, stop it. You have the ability to understand if these are turned up. Is that correct? There are 2 cards on planet Earth that do not affect your credit score as long as you maintain the payment. Your house and car, as long as you maintain it, never makes your score fluctuate at all. From there else, you screw them up. So your gold and platinum cards, personal cards, allow you literally to max it up to $1 million as long as you maintain the payment, and they have a paid over time limit too. So what do people do when they lose their job, have an emergency? It's like the whole world's a bunch of damn sheep. I don't get it. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to go jack up their cards. I'd say don't jack it up. God will answer the door, all right, by the time the day's over anyway. So you jacked it up, got stuck, can't get any more. So let's think about common sense. We should sell that in a bottle. Let's say you needed $5,000 today. Now. You ask your friends, your family, the bank. They say no because the word I need it. Very simple. You don't need it. Here's some more. The average person wastes $50 every other day. So this means this card in my hand is worth $5,000. $5,000. So that means very simple. All right. The average person wastes or pisses away $50 every other day. You can maintain a safety credit card. So what do we get to do? They say you waste $140 a week. If I take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, all right, its payment is $612.26. The same as what the average person wastes and pisses away in a given month. So let's understand. During a pandemic, I can buy 2 pizza restaurants, finance it, get the cash flow, free up my time for what the average person pisses away using some common sense. I think common sense needs to be used some more. How about God's gift? White men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. How about Nixon took the gold standard out? You write down Ray's rules. 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety. Blank hits the fan, lost a job, pandemic. The bottom line is you don't hurt your family anymore. You have a division process. A division gives you the line of defense. If screwed up, it's a division, not the corp, not you. The ultimate goal is very simple. It is your cake and eat it too. It is known as Ray's Rules. Step number 7 today, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Got it so far? So if we play my way, what's going to happen next? There I am dead. I wish I could have went boo and scared the hell out of them. But I died at 5:41 on July 5th. What can I say? Once you Google the address and find out I'm telling you the truth, it'll set you free. You see, I've been in 2 comas in my life. First one, I was 5.5. I couldn't walk. I was paralyzed for life. I literally got up because Jesus said so. And I got up and freaked them all out. Last coma, I died and came back to help you. The devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. But God's delays aren't God's denials. You get that yet so far? So the bottom line is I like to repackage your life, all right, because I want to put you back together my way. I think you're Humpty Dumpty. We got to get you back on track. So a corporation's a legal one person. I learned at 7.5. I started, and I want you to understand the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things and listen to tickety-tock, Google, and YouTube, and blah, blah, blah. None of them have $1 billion to play with or created themselves. It's blah, blah, blah. I don't like blah, blah, blah. I started helping hand industry when I was 9.5. I sent away my money order. Why do people send and spend with attorney, CPA, and corporation service up to $5,000? Are they stupid? They don't learn anything. I think your attorney and CPAs, most of them rip you off anyway. But again, what do we get to do? I got named in a lawsuit. Sucks. But again, it scared me enough to understand I got to figure a better way. So I created Never Bring the Pain Home Again too. Divisions, multiple locations. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Real estate, I don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue me and screw me up. And then everyone gets supply and cash credit. A division is your line of defense. Without it, you're a duck and a sheep. I even built credit for my cat to prove my point too. Egg Magazine interviewed me at the Bonaventure in the next issue, said what I told him to say. Using plastic to finance your business my way. So I'd like you to have 9 divisions. Cats have 9 lives. Why can't you? So the corporate umbrella. What do we get to do? I get to set up the tax ID. I get to set up the Experian Transfer and Equifax. All right, from there I get you cash credit cards, and I lined you up for checkbook money. Is that okay? So let's understand something today. It's very simple. All right, 9 divisions is up to $1 million. Okay, from there, the ultimate goes up to 5 million is 41 divisions. There's the goal. So let's think. If you would take the time today, later today, and Google your corporation if you have one, you will find your name as the incorporator, officers list. When they sue the corp, they sue you. You became a duck and a sheep. I'd like you to put your ducks in a row. Is that okay? See, that sucks. Divisions are your line of defense. Is that okay? Ultimate goal. So we get to play my dashboard set of credit reports right away. So I get all this stuff. I mean, come on. I come out of a coma. We're homeless. I sell my Rolex, my wedding ring, my necklace, all right, and my bracelet. From there, I have 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I get cited 3 times. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no bull crap answer besides you get off your assets and go get it, because there's no excuse. Lazy doesn't get it. A little crazy does. Corporate credit, it should build its own self. Corporation should build itself on its own credit. Why? You get to write it all off. Maintain a payment. It's free damn money. You're gonna win the lottery, you get a big raise or something? Come on. So if you allow me to get you a card, my next question would, you allow me to get you 9 more? There's your first million to $10 million. There's your pack of 10. That's just one damn card. So understand, that's how you get to the $1 million dream. You multiply it. Now, even American Express says, would you like 99 more cards? Would you like 99 more? From there, they give you a line of credit as well, personal business too. So we could play. Divisions are very simple. Under the corporate umbrella, I'm doing the tax ID. I'm going to basically add 2,000 of history, and I'm going to build an umbrella for you. And I'm going to basically build the reports. I charge $4.99 per division. 3 divisions cost you $14.97. It is a Zelle. Write down what you Zelle for RW, please. Now, if I get you cash credit, why don't you loan out some of the money? Enhance your paycheck or replace it. There's the goal. All right, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Goodies are fun. Ultimate goal. So $1 million of credit cards would make sense, and $5 million of checkbook money. We're going to explain checkbook money. At the same time, why don't you get 100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit so you can be a distributor on Amazon now? That's called OPM money. That's called Dun & Bradstreet as well. Very simple to do. As we play, there's only 10 cards that I like, okay, for the corporation and the divisions. Get you a Spark card up to 100,000. Would you like 9 sisters? The blue, would you like 9 sisters? The Wells Fargo with 9 sisters. The Ink card, 9 sisters. And then we look at the American Express 9 sisters. The ultimate goal. So as we play this game, that's only the first 5 cards. So that means very simple. That's up to 5 million just with that. We can go out to the other 5 cards. That'll be 10 million. But now we can't forget about checkbook money. The banks give you unsecured line of credit up to 150 as long as you have a 2-year corp and a 720 and above. All right, and you know how to do them, position it right too. I call that checkbook money. By the way, you can actually get $5.4 million of checkbook money, but you had to have divisions. Is that okay? We multiply the hell out of it too. If you don't have a 2-year corp, wait till next year. Or if you do, that's great. If not, I have them in stock. Santos told me I have 1 left. Very simple. It's $999 when you call the office, and you just qualify in any state you want to. Now you have a foreign corp, and this gives you more value too. So if you want one, the last one I have today, I'm going to give it to you for half price for $4.99, but it's up to you. It's a Zelle during the broadcast only. So why corporate credit? Why not? I mean, hell, why would anybody steal for the family? Now, here's a package. I call it the master package. This is about $45,000 of bonuses. This is $1 million of cash credit. Okay, it's very simple. It's 10%, $100,000, but you're getting $45,000 of bonuses free only if you don't have the pieces. If you do, then you don't get the bonuses. So whatever bonus you might have already in place, then we just give you the pieces you're missing. From here, if you pay in full, you get a 50% discount. It's $50,000. If you have the goodies, you don't need the bonuses. It's $30,000. The other thing is, I put 9 people so far. I got 1 left. I'm putting 10 in this. They put 10,000 down, and they get to pay as I build the credit. They get to pay out of the credit as well. So there was a couple left yesterday. All right, I got 1 on the fence and 1 more left. So if you want it, let me know. But it's a 10,000 down payment. Now I got specialty classes as well on Saturday. I have 10 classes live, and the specialties rotate at 8:30 in the morning. I got Stock Kit coming this week. You might want to go there too. I charge $999 for the specialty classes for 90 days, or I charge $499 per class. So this crap has to stop. Okay, why? Because you now know the rules. All right, the 25-29% rule, and you now know American Express cards can basically not affect your credit as long as you maintain the payment. The ultimate goal. That's what you got to do. So let's understand today, every cash application requires a certified CFO. So again, if you want to, it's very simple. All right, as we do this as well, you can always email me. All right, any question if you want to use your credit card for something instead, you don't do Zelle, or you can call and ask for Scott, my controller. The goal is simple. Borrow money is not taxable. So if the corporation finances itself and you get all the goodies, if a division screws up, you protect the corp and your family. You don't bring the pain home because that'd be called stupid. You buy your lifetime income and you learn to have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. That's not hard to do. If I wrote you a check for $1 million today, you'd put it in your personal account. I'm sorry, I'd say that's stupid because you only get to keep 375. Put it in the corporation, a division of you, keep it all, pay the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. The leftover, how much taxes due? We look at the United States of America Incorporated again. They get 50 corps called states and states corp called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case someone wrong. In the reality, what do? They plan the problem because they bankrupt 11 cities. So United States, states, and cities. So in the invention of the Chapter 9 Bankruptcy Federal Protection Act. So you could play the same game too, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Why would anybody bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? I don't. Why don't you Google bankruptcy today? The next time blank hits the fan in your life, is it your corporation or division, subsidiary, or are you going to bring the pain home and hurt your family? Make a decision. From here, as we play, getting past go, I can get you up to $1 million of credit if you allow me to, but you got to go to class, not fall on your what, and you got to pay attention and follow through. Starter package. Let's rebuild the credit, rapid score. Articles also tax rated free to you if you don't have them. Setup and level 1 is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to give it to you for $999, half price, and $10,000 of credit, so you get 10 times your money. The office might give it for the $999, but they're not allowed to give you $5,000. So if you did it now, I get to double the credit for you. Add history, all right, analyze, and start popping credit as soon as possible. Become the certified CFO. So the level 1 for 90 days. The discount and what I offered is only during the webinar with me. From there, it's a Zelle. Always put RW in your Zelle. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of my way while I rebuild you. Is that okay? Our choice is simple. Getting past go means I believe most people are stuck. The mansions in the harbor, they're kind of fun because you put your boats in your backyard. Yachts and race boats too. From there, Lamborghinis, buildings, and helicopters as well. I would like you to change your driver's license to P.O. Box, mail-in address to protect your privacy, but that's up to you. Now we got to look at your car you drive today. The one you let them treat you like a sheep and a duck for 5 hours in the dealership. Lost 10,000 and 9 inquiries too. That's not how you buy a car, sorry to say. So a car should be fleet price, tax ID division. You learn to be a CFO. If you lose basically the house or car, you got a problem. See, it's like when you buy a house, there should only be one person on the loan. Now, the person on the loan does not control the house. It's the irrevocable trust that controls the house, who owns it and the goodies. Car should never be your car. The goal is not to create a loan-to-value problem. If you lose house or car, it's simple. The creditor reports it to the IRS with a 1099-C, and now you have two problems, IRS problem and the creditor problem. Now you're really screwed up. From there, every registered owner should be a division of a corporation. So we get to play my way, planning the problem too. So the next thing is, let's understand today, I'd like you to put the registered owner of every car in a division, no matter which one it is. When you get properties you want to invest, please put them in divisions. You see, the problem is you don't know who's going to slip and sue and screw you up too. Your house payment should offset your house payment. It's based on your income and everything else to break even. From here, Google did not pay any tax on the first 10 billion, and they don't pay any tax now they're worth 2 trillion. See, they have the ability to do one thing. They're not playing the game. They are playing the game the right way. In other words, there's no loopholes. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter within 24 hours using a line of credit. I think he's twiddly-dee and twiddly-dumb, in my opinion, but that's just me. He's got a spaceship, so do the other two guys. You could actually win the game Join the club and stop bringing the pain home in the first place if you want to. Carl here uses a line of credit to offset taxes. From there, Disney just used an IOU. They pay any tax on $1 billion. Run your life through a corp or in conjunction, please. Ultimate goal. Next thing is pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck is taxable income. That means after you get your taxable income, you're paying the car payment, gas, registration, insurance when a corporation can do that before tax was considered. The answer is no. Drive a company car like I do. Step 17. Get a hold of an SS4 form today. IRS.gov. Find out it says banking and credit purposes. All right, it's just the truth. It's public record for you. All right, you can find out you don't have to be a duck or a sheep. You never had to in the first place, by the way, but that's up to you. You like following other people that did it wrong, don't you? So, mama, she delivered a baby. 2 hours later, she's handed an SSN form at the hospital ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. And then they track and bond the baby for $35 million apiece. So for me, everything's rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Your house, you don't have it in a trust and they sue you, they take it away. That's called dumb. When you die, it's stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. You fix up a property, you hire the contractor that hires the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, what do? Simple. All right? They sue you, take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. I like my way, don't you? Why don't you look up an irrevocable trust today, please? So again, we got step 19. Ultimate goal, stop bringing the pain home. See, I get these dummies all the time. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. It's like, are you kidding me? I don't want to pay tax. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Those people should just go to friggin' prison where they belong, okay? Very simple. Wesley Snipes tried it. He went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million. You cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, go back, fix it, 656, 433 A and B. Simple, that is step 20 for you today. Next, you have to learn to be an OPM. Get up the discount up to what? 70% and don't pay up to 90 days. 200,000 from an escrow, what do? You leverage it to 15 million. And then borrow money is not taxable. You set up the line of defense. Ultimate goal. That's step 21 called blackjack. It's up to you. As we play, there's the Ray Reynolds University, 2009, 22,000 square foot building, location in 3 other states, up to $1 million a day. All right, you see, I've been collecting credit cards since I was 9.5. It's nice to play. You write it all off almost every day. So what did I do when they stole my life? Go home and got boo-hoo-hoo like you? Hell no. Simple. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I rebuilt it, took my closet divisions. You should always have 5 closet divisions. And I rebuilt it up to $1 million of credit again and again. So a goal is simple, step 22. As we play, remember there's 1,000 steps to millionaire and to be the certified CFO. If you want to copy the blueprint, it's very simple. It's free as long as you Zelle during the broadcast with me, $99. You put RW, you might want to put your address too. So that way we can ship it right away. Ultimate goal. My schedule is very simple. I'm online 6 days a week. This is my last and final year. Ultimate goal. If you're in the 6 months program, this Saturday you're out. That's the end of the video conference and all your workshops, by the way. So again, just remind yourself it's ending this weekend. From there, if you want to extend it, level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes and video conference, it is $4,999, but that gets you the whole year, the rest of the year, 6 months. From there, if all you want is video conference and you want at the end of the year, it's $3,029.99. If you want just the workshops and specialty classes, then you'll get the rest of the year for $29.99. Very simple. You want private phone calls like I do every day, it's up to you too. Let me know. These are Zells only. If you don't Zelle, the reality is you kind of miss an opportunity. Credit, loan, and money. It's how we create the first 100,000 into 1.5 million, up to that. And our goal is cash flow, 10,000 to 150,000 a month. That's how you leave a legacy for your family too. Think about Section 8s. Leave that legacy. the ultimate goal we're trying to accomplish and do. Maybe you want to wholesale products to Amazon, and you can basically do that through the corporation and the divisions. You don't even have to maintain inventory. The specialty classes and all the goodies. This is the boot camp coming up on the 30th, 1st, and 2nd. You don't want to miss it. The biggest problem I have with you, and you have it too, is you. Don't think, just do. Think about expos, franchise head funds. Don't miss the boot camp coming up. And here's an ultimate package, includes boot camp and private calls with me, 30 days of calls, 90 days of classes, and 9 divisions. And you have 6 to package to pick what you want based on the amount of credit you want. It's very simple to do. From there, it is a Zelle, very simple. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Corporation's a legal person. The divisions are that too. Divisions are the only way I could figure out how to create a line of defense without suing the corporation and suing my family. I don't want to bring the pain home like you, and I don't want you to do that either too. Every tax ID is entitled to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Every tax ID. So 9 divisions is up to $1 million, and 41 is up to $5 million. There's the goal. To multiply, that's how you take one card into $1 million. Your goal is simple, and you want to build the American dream and finance it and write it all off. They offer 99 cards off one card. Lines of credit as well. So if you let me build the corporate umbrella, adding 2,000 of history, 3 divisions, it's very simple. They're $4.99 each, or you can get 3 for $14.97. The ultimate goal, it is a Zelle. Ultimate goal is basically up to you. What are you willing to lose? Family, corp, no. Division. See, divisions to me, I don't want to lose anything. I don't intend to do fraud. But if we play chess today, we both lose pieces at the end of the day. My way, we both get checkmate. That's the ultimate goal, is to win. As we play, it's reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, training people to be a CFO, and building up to $1 million of cash credit. That's the goal. From there, to teaching people how to be the next millionaire corporation. So when I add you to my system, I rebuild you. I want to show you how to get the American dream, but I got to tell you the truth to set you free, because I have to analyze you, your credit that is, and what it takes to get the American dream. From there, I call case numbers in rotation every Saturday, literally at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. See, joint credit is just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporation, I don't understand why people are stupid spending thousands for a piece of paper that's free in every state. You pay a little filing fee, and they didn't learn diddly squat. Divisions are real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense, raise rules, getting bonus cash credit so you can finance the American dream and write it all off too. That's step 24 as we play. So keep in mind 750 score. If you want me to analyze you, you want me to add rapid rescore, you want me to rebuild it, guarantee you 750, go to class on Saturday. Instead of $9.99 today, the $1,000 card is $4.99 with a $500 card back to you. That's the ultimate goal. Starter package for corporation, rebuild credit, rapid score. You got to be a 750 score and a CFO. You don't have the articles, also tax ID, I'll hand them to you for free. Setup in level 1 is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to do it for $9.99 during the broadcast and give you 10,000 of credit, double the credit the office gives. Again, add history, analyze, and start popping credit as soon as possible. Okay, there's the ultimate goal. But it's good for you today if you Zelle. But if you don't Zelle right away, you miss the opportunity. Building more credit for you, no problem, based on referrals. Also, if you give me referrals, what am I going to do? I'll Zelle you back 10% today, as long as they name your name when they sign up. Or in that little message, they put your name in the Zelle information. Or you can email me their name and phone number too. Here's a corporation with divisions. Banks file bankruptcy on locations called branch numbers. If you do the division process, you're protecting the corp and your family. But again, first thing is to stop bringing the pain home, be a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain and stop bringing the pain home. We stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, we all have the ability to listen and learn and get past go. Most people unfortunately started to say they got stuck. I think that sucks. So if you want to call Scott, 800-254-9506 and say, I was just on Ray's webinar, I want that deal he offered me today, do it now. Zelle, or you can use a credit card or debit card too. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, never forget. It's very simple. God loves us all.